Right, Shalom, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach you well, who taught me this truth. Shalom to the elect, pushing the truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. With all diligence and all sincerity, all meekness. Okay. Give me a second here. Well, yeah, we're in, this off season with, these wicked holidays. Brothers trying to get up, trying to avoid certain things, Satan and such. And, things can happen. Might have a little bit too much to drink or whatever it be. But just making sure that, brothers consider other brothers. I think the bishop had just brought something out, man. We're not waiting to pounce on somebody for a meager transgression. Sometimes you just got to let shit roll and it'll all play out. Or how Elder Manata Zakba said, it'll all come out in the wash. That's an old school term. I'm from the old school. I got a lot of life experience, and when you come into the truth, being an older brother, things appear to be a little different because, you can come into the brotherhood and things seem a little stilted, like you can't really express how you feel, a lot of times, like you can't be an expressive brother in a good way. And sometimes there's a balance to that because you're always dealing with brothers that are in the truth as well, and they got their own things. They come from different backgrounds, and it's just different, and it's a challenge, man. It's a big time challenge. Salakia. A lot of times you find yourself yearning for, those old times, man, where things were a lot more free flowing, a lot more just didn't seem like people took themselves so serious. That's another thing in the truth. Don't take yourself so serious. We're Stoics to the best of our ability, but we're still in the flesh, man. But again, you kind of have brothers from all over the place with different backgrounds, and they ain't like you. They didn't grow up like you. Their family structure may not have been like yours, or maybe they grew up in different belief systems, so that's still kind of sticking around. Or you never know, man. You never know. But this is what the walk is all about. Excuse me. Gotta get that frog, man. That frog just be sitting there waiting for you to do a lesson. The trip. So, let's grab some scripture on, let's see. I kind of want to get this word, Salakia. kind of want to get this word ego and go into it a little bit. Just a quick definition for ego. It says, this is just from dictionary, it's just quick definition. It says a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. You know, I mean that's important though. You know, people think that an ego is sometimes ego. The word ego gets a bad rep, and then brothers can say that, well, in the truth, it's not about you, and that's true. You know, it's not about us. You know, we're just tools for Yahweh Shai. But here's some other similar words: self-esteem, self-importance, self-worth, self-respect, self-conceit. You know, these are all good to keep your joy. The scriptures speak on joy. You know, to keep a certain amount of joy within you. You know, just look that up. As long as you're not going off, and you know, these things can be balance. All right, this is Psalm 16:11. Thou shalt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Right. So, you know, trying to come out of the world and into this truth and find, you know, washing ourselves with the word. It's a different type of joy that you gotta look forward to, and it may not feel like that of the world. But the scriptures also speak on, you know, don't be overly wicked and overly righteous. Let's grab that real quick. You know, I hate to just keep going back to, oh, it's a balance, but, you know, I mean, it's hard to get around it, man. The Lord is a just balance. Ecclesiastes 7:16, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? That's not the one I wanted. But that's true as well. You know, don't be over righteous, man. You know, especially in judgment and in walking this walk. You know, because it's going to be tough. It's tough for everybody. Let's see. This is Grab this Revelation 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and abominable, yeah. So the fearful, you know, this walk requires a certain amount of courage, you know, not just in the walk itself, but just just being present, man. You know, trying to put yourself out there, trying to be a brother. You know, even though you may feel like some kind of way, you may not want to put yourself in a situation where you feel like you might get, you know, um, rebuked for being just who you are, you know. And this is it's just a tough subject to speak on, man. Trying to balance this would mess me up, trying to come out of the world and then come into this place. Come into the truth, into this present place, man. It's difficult. It's difficult, man. You know, it's just a difficult thing. Not to overly harp on that, but it's not easy as it may seem. All right. It says, Revelation 21:8, but the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Yeah, that lake of fire is when the ICBM missiles come upon America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures. And those that aren't right, and it lists a lot, and, those that are fearful of coming into this truth, being yoked by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the unbelieving, yeah, those that don't believe, the abominable, you got certain, you got those people out there that do, horrible, nasty things, sexually and to other people. Murderers, we know what a murderer is. Whoremonger, like you got your people that sell women, pimps, things like that. Not going to make it into the kingdom of heaven. Sorcerers, those that practice magic and, just going off with that. Idolaters, those that are worshiping other gods. Liars, those that practice deceit. Scriptures speak on how you're to be peaceful with all men. That goes. There's another scripture that talks about giving things honestly to all men. Within reason. Sometimes you don't have to divulge everything. But anyways, it says, shall have their part in the lake of fire, lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, right? So not to jump too deep off into all of that, obviously it's all about balancing these things. And, just being aware that all brothers are dealing with challenges, even if you get rebuked, you never know if another brother might have something on his mind. You never know what brothers are going through. So, just taking your lumps and moving forward. And making sure that you restore one another with meekness, as the scriptures say. So, Lord willing, that was edifying, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Shalom.